Good morning. In today's email, we got 5 job openings. And we'll discuss them here in detail in a minute. First, let's get the housekeeping out of the way. Today's email is from Anil Kumar Powell. His name does match his email address. That's unusual. Usually there are about 3 or 4 different ones. He sends his list out. This daily list that he maintains on Google Groups. Please find below 5 requirements and let me know your interest. By requirements, he means we have job openings for these people. We have an opening for Oracle HCM Cloud Functional Consultant in Florida, Jacksonville. You need to have about 10 years experience. Here's another one. They're both contract, 10 years experience. One's remote, both of them are remote. So you can work from Texas, for instance. Here's an SAP data migration lead, New York or Chicago, on site, 10 years experience. Here's a SAP basis consultant, Austin, Texas, not too far from me, about an hour and a half, 2 hour commute. Years experience, 8 to 10 years, it's a contract, on site. Hey, for good money, I'd go do it. But these are job openings. We need somebody on the inside that has access to that Google Groups email list. But based on my experience in the past, these things are not available to Americans in America. Here we have a recruiter that has job openings he's trying to fill in America. But Americans are not allowed to say that they're available for these projects. Is that what I'm hearing? What do you think about all this? I mean, I'm always interested in finding out what everybody else thinks. You can contact me here. If we're Americans living in America and their jobs are in America, shouldn't we be allowed to compete for those jobs in America as Americans in America? I think so. Now, the Department of Labor, before this government shutdown happened, was going to do something called Operation Firewall or something like that. And as I already pointed out, the Department of Labor themselves uses H-1B workers. Not as direct hires, but as contracted employees from contractors, many who are H-1B dependent. Many who they found guilty of other things in earlier days, apparently. Yet they're still allowed to compete. But you won't see old Virgil being submitted to the Department of Labor to do some work for him, even though he's a veteran. Nor will you see any other Americans, because they will tell Department of Labor inside person said, hey, we can't find any qualified Americans. There ain't none. They're only qualified to be dishwashers. Well, I consider that bullshit, and that's why I'm running for senator. I want to be in Washington, D.C., so anytime I hear this stuff from any of these government agencies, I can say, bullshit. Let's prove it. I'll find the holes in your application process. I'll find anything that's wrong at all, and I'll expose it. You reckon old Cornyn or Paxton or Wesley Hunt or Colin Allred would do that? They won't. But if you want business as usual, where Americans are not considered, you vote for any one of them. You want to make a change, you vote for Virgil the Jobs guy. My campaign website is vbsenate.com. I can and will make a difference if I'm given the opportunity. But that is up to you folks in America and Texas, because I need to raise enough money where I can start advertising against these guys so that the media can no longer exclude me. Right now, if you say who's the front runners in 2026 Texas Senate race, you'll hear Cornyn and Paxton. You won't hear Virgil the Jobs guy. We can change that, but we have to want to. Anyway, you know how to contact me. You know where I stand. You know I'll do what I can to put your family first. Will they?